Hello! Welcome to the Tomsky Awards! The Tomskers! Can you feel my ego just pouring through the camera? With some of the Oscars maybe not going to where they were deserved. Actually, most of them pretty good. Boyhood didn't win Best Picture, and Interstellar got something. That's all that I'm happy. That was really enough for me. But did anyone else think it was a huge sap fest? Tears about women and gays and disabled and who else? Black people, and I'm not gonna get into that. I mean, sure, those are all important topics to discuss, I guess. I feel like we were hit over and over and over again with an emotional wave of, oh my gosh, that's so sad, I feel bad for these people, oh, you tried so hard to... I mean, come on, I don't want to come off as some kind of asshole, but was anyone else rolling their eyes at most of that? So anyway, here's the white man here to set the record straight. From the show full of white men who, I think the problem is that they try so hard to not look racist, it makes them come off as racist. Anyway, so we already gave the best I can't call it best picture. The best film award to Interstellar, so that's 1 point for Interstellar. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 categories, even though 2 of these aren't good. So some of these will go down like a top 10 list, and some of these will just be like nominations and then a winner. So whatever. This will probably be really stupid, and very well never do it again. And just bear with me here. First up, best visual effects. The nominees are Godzilla, X-Men: Days of Future Past, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, Interstellar, and The Hobbit: The Battle of the Five Armies. And the winner is Interstellar. Yes. Oh wait. So those are the nominees. And the award goes to Interstellar. Congratulations to whoever did the visual effects on Interstellar. You did great. Here, free Gillette foamy can of shaving cream. It's only like half used. It smells pretty good. So if you want it, just contact me. I'll send it right over there. Free can of shaving cream for you. The second award is for Best Original Score, and the nominees are Justin Hurwitz for Whiplash, Hans Zimmer for The Amazing Spider-Man 2, Atticus Ross and Trent Reznor or something for Gone Girl, James Newton Howard for The Hunger Games: Mockingjay Part 1, and Hans Zimmer again for Interstellar. And the award goes to Hans Zimmer for Interstellar! Surprise, surprise, right? I'm gonna try to not give all the awards to Interstellar, but I can't really make any promises. I mean, hey, the machine says what the machine says. I'm just counting the votes that are myself, which was 1 for Interstellar and none for anybody else. Best Original Song. Once Upon a Dream from Maleficent is the only thing that piece of garbage is gonna get. The Hanging Tree from Mockingjay Part 1. The Last Goodbye from The Hobbit: The Battle of the Five Armies, and Yellow Flicker Beat from Hunger Games: The Mockingjay Part 1. And the oh, actually I haven't thought about this one. I'm gonna come up with this one on the spot. Oh wait, shit. Ooh, this is a close one. But in the end, it goes to is my family coming home? They'll never take me alive. It goes to The Last Goodbye for The Hobbit: The Battle of the Five Armies. I had to give Hobbit something. Come on. So, you can wash your face after it got dirty from months in Middle-earth. Alright, so those are the standard ones that I care about out of the way. Here is where we get creative. This next one is called Best Non-Human Character. I'm not gonna do like a sentence for these categories. Are you serious? Look what it's called, okay? You get it. A can of Febreze to the winner. The nominees are Caesar from Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, Groot from Guardians of the Galaxy, Smaug from The Hobbit: The Battle of the Five Armies, Tars from Interstellar, and Baymax from Big Hero 6, probably, I don't know, I didn't see it. And the award goes to Caesar for Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. So, probably haven't showered very often, so you can, like, make yourself smell good with the Febreze. So here you go, Andy Serkis. This one's for you. Alright, this is my favorite. This is one I'm most proud of. Best scene in a movie. Oh crap, I'm running out of stuff. Best scene or moment. The parameters for this are quite vague, as you'll soon see with the nominations, so just hear me out. The nominees are, there's quite a few of them, I didn't stick to 5. Godzilla for the atomic breath kill. That was awesome. And the first initial Godzilla roar. That was also awesome. That one doesn't really count. Actually, looks like we do end up with 5. Okay, hold on. The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Spoiler alert for this movie. The death of Gwen Stacy. Oh my god, that sequence was like boom, boom. Like, no. She had her whole life ahead of her. She was gonna go to Oxford and Peter Parker killed her. The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1 for The Hanging Tree. Remember in my review I was talking about, this is like my second video I think I ever did. Remember the part where it's during the song for Hanging Tree, which is like, and they're all getting slaughtered and murdered, and there's like this giant revolution. That part, that hit me right here. And the next nominee is...
Oh my gosh.
Cooper, there's no point in wasting our... Alright, shut up, I'm gonna save us all. Come on, Tars! Again, some spoilers for Interstellar right here. Just skip to the next one, I guess. And you see everyone's eyes will go like, crap. We are so dead. Matt Damon, you turn! The thing is spinning, and I love this scene because it shows something spinning really fast in a way that doesn't make you want to throw up. Remember in Gravity when she's going like up and down, you're like... Interstellar, like, the camera, how the camera's, like, mounted on the side of the thing and then kind of spinning in tandem with it, so it's slowly moving and slowly speeding up. That was very well done. And the stakes for what they were doing could not have been higher. Matthew McConaughey doesn't dock with the Endurance. All of mankind gone. I also have a video for this next one. The nomination is... The Hobbit, The Death of Smaug. Oh. You got 2 whole movies building up to this. It's like Smaug is tearing this place up, and you're like, oh man, it's like, and then you just see him toast a bunch of people, and you're like, am I a dick for liking Smaug so much? And then the whole place is on fire, and the camera's like coming around, zooming through Lake Town like that. How he like goes up, 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 dive bomb, and then his wings catch, he goes, Kah! And just a line of fire through the town, and how the town is like rotating. The cinematography is so cool in this scene. He did use his son as a sight for the. That was come on, that would have cut his head off. That's ridiculous. But the music when it kicks in, it shows him, and he's like, "Look at me, man." And then Smaug, like, I love that Smaug can have a conversation with Bard from halfway across town. I think he's like the size of a 747. You have nothing left but your death. I listened, like, while I think the soundtrack as a whole was very underwhelming. The track for this scene is fantastic, spot on. I listened to it over and over and over again with my fancy Bose headphones. Oh, and the winner is... are we still using this one? I don't remember which one we're on. Okay, I think I got this one. Wait. Oh wait, I didn't do performance yet. I skipped one. Crap. Why are they all over? Did I use all of these already? Wash Your Face in Middle Earth. That was for song, score, visuals, character. Whatever. This is stupid. I mean, I got the... Show's a disaster. I'm firing the production manager. And the winner is... The Hobbit, The Death of Smaug. Oh, man. It was almost the docking scene, though, man. The score in both of these scenes is amazing. Like, that docking scene thing on the organ. You could open a pickle jar to that music, and it would be so intense. One more award, and then two little things after. We're almost done. We can go home soon. At least I don't have a bit about a briefcase that's gonna not pay off at the end at all. Like, there's a printer in there, obviously. I mean, that's not a hard thing to do, even with magic. Not impressed. I can't remember the last time I was impressed with the magic trick, because I'm, like, smart, and I'm, like, I know exactly how you did that, and it kind of ruins it for yourself, but whatever. I have one acting category. Best performance. It includes men and women, because women just can't compete with men. They have to have their own category. Oh, look at me, I'm the feminist right here. Them not have any women nominated this year. Best performance. Andy Serkis for Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. Jake Gyllenhaal for Nightcrawler. Michael Keaton for Birdman. Ralph Fiennes for the Grand... Or is it Ray? I've heard people say Ray, which is weird. It's spelled Ralph. I'm gonna say Ralph until someone corrects me. Ralph Fiennes for the Grand Budapest Hotel. Bryan Cranston for freaking Godzilla. He was the best part of that movie, man. Come on. Edward Norton for Birdman. J.K. Simmons for Whiplash. And Steve Carell, Foxcatcher. I gotta say, guys, this is a tough one. My favorite performance, 2014, by far, Andy Serkis, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. And this may be half of a pity Oscar for him getting snubbed for Gollum and everything. Andy Serkis, one of my favorite, and he's in like 5 movies coming out this year. He's gonna be insane. Here are the negative awards. These are gonna be like top 10 lists. I mean, they only go up to 5. Top 5 lists. The category for biggest disappointment. If in 2013 I had made a video of the top 10 movies I was most excited for, which I have for this year, coming up soon. Again, 2 months into the year. Don't even bring it up. Number 5. Sin City 2, A Dame to Kill For. There's no 2 in the title, whatever. The first Sin City is kind of awesome. It's like black and white. You got these little splashes of color here and there. It's all gritty and dark, and they're short, simple stories. They're to the point. Loved it. Sin City 2, a lot of the stories were kind of The best one is definitely Joseph Gordon-Levitt's one, where he's all like gambling, because they got that little touch of mythology. Like, he's got this magic coin. It's like, with $1, he's making all this money, beats this other guy, and they kill him at the end. I love that story arc. Josh Brolin replaced Clive Owen as Dwight in this one, and I thought Josh Brolin was pretty dry and boring, and not fun at all. Ava Green, too. I mean, she is gorgeous. All right. Sin City is not a movie to go to for tastefully done nudity. Just not even going to get started on that. But Ava Green is just not a menacing villain. Like, yes, you are very pretty. Keep your clothes on, but you're overacting. It's like she's on stage or something. It's like she has to exaggerate her movements because you're so far away on stage. That's what they teach you in acting. It was a huge box office bomb, which I didn't really see coming, but people are analyzing like the 10 reasons why Sin City 2 did not make as much money as Sin City 1. I'm like, alright, okay, I get it. I was excited for it. Trailer looks cool. What a shame. Number 4. This is an iffy pick. Transformers: The Age of Extinction. This movie sucks. This movie sucks. However, I like the first 3 Transformers. I think they're cool. I realize they're not for everybody. But the thing is that people either don't like the first 3 enough to notice that the 4th one is crap, or they just hate them all. And I'm like, no. The first 3 are these really, really stylish, well-done action scenes. And I think they're funny from time to time. The 4th one, you can tell they just ran out of ideas, and you watch and you're like, alright, I see why people hate Transformers now. 4th movie, terrible, awful, 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 awful. Number 3 is Godzilla. Alright, pause the video, open up a new window or whatever, and go look up like the first teaser trailer for Godzilla. You watch that, and you're like, that looks awesome! And then you watch the movie, and you're like, that sucked! What did they do wrong? No, I know exactly what they did wrong. Killed off Bryan Cranston, whose stupid-ass idea was that when Godzilla is on screen, he is freaking awesome. But he is on screen for like 11 minutes. Where is Godzilla in the Godzilla movie? Ah! Pissed me off to no end. I saw it in IMAX with Godzilla's all like, and then it cuts to something else. Why was there not a fight there? What the hell was that? Would I see Godzilla 2 in IMAX? Hell yeah! And then I'd never watch it again. The director's like, oh, this is what I'm gonna do for the second movie. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna tease the monster the first half, and then I'm gonna show the monster the second half. No, piss off, you! That's my PG FU. Like, the trailers are what teases Godzilla. When you're in the movie, you want to see Godzilla. Oh, it's a throwback to the 1950s Godzilla. He wasn't even in the movie for the first 10 minutes. You piss off, too. That movie sucked. That movie is 70 years out of date, and you're using that as a guideline for a modern-day blockbuster? This movie made me so angry. Damn you, Godzilla! Number 2 is Exodus, Gods and Kings. This is one of the few things out here I think I actually did a review for, yeah. So, I mean, this is one of my older reviews where it's, like, really long, and I'm, like, all boring, and I'm like, ugh. You watch your old videos now, and you're like, ugh, and you just see, like, a sniffle you forgot to edit, or, like, a breath that, like, could have been cut. You're just like, ooh, and the lighting is, like, glowing in my face. Oh, that video is terrible. But the trailers for this movie also look pretty awesome, and Ridley Scott is a great director. He's done some fantastic things. Black Hawk Down. No, did I say Black Hawk Down is the thing I forgot my original. I was really hoping this would be like Kingdom of Heaven 2, and it was just boring, dull, uninspired, overlong, mediocre snore fest of a movie. Come on, Ridley Scott. You can do better. Number 1! The Hobbit, the Battle of the Five Armies. Alright, so my camera cut out on me nearly all the way done, so just finish up real quick here. Number 1 is The Hobbit, The Battle of the Five Armies, because I was looking forward to this movie more than anything else. This should have been amazing. It is good. Like I said in my review, it is really good. But it should have been so much more than it was. Smaug is dead in the first 10 minutes, and I thought that was going to take up like half the movie. Not a lot of new music. It's just action after action after action. There's not a lot to this movie. There are some great moments, and there's some very, like, that's why I love The Hobbit. Thank you, Peter Jackson, but there's not enough of it. I stand by most of the points on my review. The more I think about this movie, the more it bugs me, and the more I hate it. And the fact that there's no ending doesn't help either. Where's Thorin's funeral? Who has the Arkenstone? How do they divide up the gold, the thing that the whole movie was fighting for? Who is an Erebor now? Like I said, I nominated it for a couple of my dumb award things here, so there are parts about The Hobbit that I really love. It's just, this should have been Return of the King 2, and it wasn't. Oh god, the extended edition. The extended edition is supposed to have little extra things for super fans, you know, more fleshed out characters and stuff like that. Stuff that the movie doesn't need to be functional on its own. Problem with Battle of the Five Armies is, they pulled the ending from it and shoved it in the extended edition. Who did that? Thanks! I hate you! That is so cheap. What a backstabbing move. I'm not buying this on Blu-ray. I'm gonna buy the extended edition with some last little twangs of hope that it might be the movie that I wanted. And if that sucks, I'm a flip. The more I talk about this, the more I want to do a whole video on everything wrong with The Hobbit. So, I just might. Alright, the final list is the top 5 most overrated movies. Actually, every movie on this list I like. I would give a positive score to. That means 6 or above. Problem is, everybody else is giving them way higher scores than they deserve, so let's fix that. Number 5, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. What? I just gave Andy Serkis 2 awards, and I nominated him for visual effects. Am I crazy? No. First time I watched Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, I liked it a lot. I'm like, is it an 8 or is it a 9? I don't know. Second time I watched Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, I was bored. Whenever Andy Serkis is not on screen, you're bored. It's that simple. There's some really good moments in this movie. The opening is awesome with the map. I mean, it's kind of cliche for a post-apocalyptic movie, but all the lights are fading and the music's getting, like, the sad piano music, and it's really hitting you like it's the apocalypse. Civilization is gone, and like that's a really cool moment. The problem is with this movie is that the whole thing is building up, oh, is there gonna be war, or isn't there gonna be war? You know there's gonna be war, so there's no tension. That's the biggest problem with the movie. It's not a rewatchable movie at all. Even after he shows the shot in the trailer with all the apes on the horse, apes on horses, guns strong with tanks. It's like, yeah, that was fun, but that did not blow my mind as much as it did everybody else. Number 4, John Wick. John Wick is stylish. John Wick is well shot. I like the puppy in John Wick. It's really cute. But John Wick is a generic action movie. Plot is as straight up simple as it could possibly be. And everyone just went nuts because it's Keanu Reeves fighting people again, shooting people in the face. It's a fun movie, but it's bare bones positive things to provide that you can't find in other movies. I don't get it. I don't know why. John Wick is okay at best. Number 3, the Lego Movie. Why is this being praised as the next upper Toy Story? It's a dumb Lego movie. I mean, the animation is fun. The animation is cool and it's good to like because they do like literally everything with Legos. Like, oh, that's neat. It's such a simple, childish, and immature movie. And the response to that is going to be, it's for kids. Well, if it's for kids, why are all these adults praising it as like one of their top 10 favorite movies? That's why it's overrated. It's a good kids movie. It is not Toy Story. It is not Up. It is not Lion King. I don't get it. I really don't. Number 2, Guardians of the Galaxy. Uh-oh, here it comes. Guardians of the Galaxy is a good movie. Guardians of the Galaxy is a very fun movie. I like Guardians of the Galaxy. I have a t-shirt. Granted, it was a gift. I didn't go out and buy it myself, but I'm not gonna be like, it's a gift. It's a nice shirt. I like it. It fits really good. And I was wearing it during the other video. But Guardians of the Galaxy is straight up another Marvel movie with a very, very generic ending. You got a bunch of people who don't like each other at first, but then they come together to stop a generic villain from using this magical orb object thing. Sound familiar? I don't hate this movie. I like it for what it is. It is not at all different from the other Marvel movies, though. If anything, Captain America 2 is the one that's and I think that one's kind of overrated too. That'd probably be like number 6. But that's a fun action movie. That did some stuff with espionage and spies, and I really liked that. That was different. This one just isn't. Number 1, Boyhood. Boyhood is a good movie. I've been saying that about all of these. I like the 12-year thing. It's not just a gimmick. It really works. You feel like you're growing up with this family. Ethan Hawke does a good job. Patricia Arquette does a good job. But it is way too long, and it is plotless. There's no plot to the movie. It's just a bunch of individual scenes with the family. They don't even solve the story arcs from previously. She had one of the husbands was a drunk and they got rid of him. The second one, he was fine. What happened to him? He's not in the movie anymore. And the kid is so annoying. And some of the interactions with him and the other high schoolers is borderline cliche. The most poorly written high school characters ever. Biggest stereotypes. I like this movie. I do not regret watching this movie. When he's driving away in his van at the end and is playing the I don't wanna be your hero, that hit me. I'm like, oh man, his life is changing, you know, he's moving on, putting all that behind him. But a perfect Metacritic score? No! That's it. Boyhood's the big winner. Guys, I promise, this is the last you will see of 2014, except maybe a Dark Souls 2 review or another Hobbit video. Sorry. Yeah. I was Tomsky. Like and subscribe. Goodbye.